What was the thing that you were trying to say before? You said for us to finish the political
No.
part first that you wanted to go into.
No, but I was saying is like the whole thing that from the minute that you got to the island and you seen how, bro, every day was a concert, dude. Every day was a concert. Every day, every day, every day, every day. You know the amount of people that were there in those concerts? Half the concerts was flooded with people from outside of Puerto Rico. There was people there from Spain, from Peru, from Santo. There was people there from everywhere. We was online, and we actually had some good tickets, and we was chilling. So as we're going, we talking to people. Yo, y'all came from Spain. These people came from Peru. These people came from here, and I was bugging how much money they spent to get to the island to go to the concert. Not for nothing, is one of my top concerts of all times. That I'm gonna tell you, this shit was amazing, amazing, amazing. And the dude is definitely ill. You know what I mean? So,
what did you think about how people made it such a big deal about him performing at
Super Bowl?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna give you two versions. Number one, you got to be proud that he's a Latino going up there and doing it because he don't got not one record in English. All his music is in Spanish.
Right.
So it's crazy. But on the flip note is like, bro, that's like what do you call that shit? I think that's the biggest sports event in the US is the Super Bowl.
Right.
I think it is the biggest one, right? Because NBA Finals,
like
the NBA Finals
American sport.
It's right, it's the All-American. They don't play that nowhere else. So I would have thought that they would have had like somebody else, like when they had like Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake, or have two different people, you know what I'm saying, to entertain it. But you got to understand something else too, though. It's a psychological thing because let's talk about whoever's sponsoring the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at it like, are we doing a business or why I think they put them there? Because the reason I think they put them there is because how many people want to go to that man's concert and are not able to go to that man's concert across the world? We're talking about across the world. How many people in Argentina, Ecuador, Spain, all these different countries are going to tune in just to watch that Super Bowl, just to see Batman?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You're talking about millions and millions and millions of viewers clicking American sport that now is going to be the highest rated viewed event in world history. Fuck U.S. history, world history. So you got to look at it like this is a game.
You got to think ads now. How much the ads are going to pay for that?
Okay, so there we go. There we go. So to me, it's a marketing campaign. I think it's fucking genius because he's the biggest fucking artist. And remember, he refused to do any shows in the U.S. because he said he's not going to have ICE arresting his fans coming to see him. So that's why he didn't want to do it, because there's a lot, even though Puerto Rico is still a U.S. thing, but he didn't want to do them out here because of the ICE situation out here. But like I said, bro, this shit is dope. And I think it's a political plot. Like I said, you know, who else?
To be fair though, too, Latin music is the biggest
because it's
genre of music.
It's the biggest market. We're the biggest market. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain artists that they don't need a world platform. Like, if you want to break a music, like, I don't know now, but before, the place to either break to get big would either be Mexico, Brazil, or Colombia. Those were like the main places. Mexico, if you hit in Mexico, bro, you don't got to go nowhere else. You could just stay doing tours forever in Mexico. Brazil's the same thing. They're fanatics over there when it comes to certain music. So a lot of hip hop dudes used to go to those different markets, but now you got to do like this guy. He's not a regular artist, bro. This dude is like the Spanish Michael Jackson. I don't know who else to compare. Yeah, I don't know who else to compare him to. Like, he is like, you know what I'm saying, one of the top And it's crazy because you go anywhere and they know this guy. They know him. Look, now he's doing movies. He's doing that. So you got to take your hat off to him and be like, bro,
Commercials.
right. So, and I think the only reason he accepted doing the Super Bowl, this is all my opinion, of course, you know what I'm saying, is because he knew that now the Latinos are going to turn around and they're going to see the market that across the world. Bro, who else is going to tune into that? Like, you know, I'm ready to go get tickets just to go take my daughter, you know what I'm saying, to the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying, so she could see the concert, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, bro. It's crazy how many people, you know, support this guy. You know, it's just and I love it. You know what I mean? It's dope that the Latinos finally at that place that he can dictate basically what he's gonna do and what he's not gonna do. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real.
How much do you think Jay-Z had something to do with making that happen?
I think he had a lot to do with it. I think Jay-Z is a marketing genius. If you look at everything he's done with Rock Nation, look how he's been doing everything. Come on, bro. They got to think outside the box. Remember, for them to keep getting these contracts, Rock Nation to get these contracts, don't the views got to go up?
Right.
Don't the people, the audience, have to keep growing and growing and growing and getting bigger and bigger and bigger? So why not get the biggest artist there is right now? Let's be real. Hip hop wise, they already bought Kendrick. He was the biggest at that moment last year. He was the biggest. But
what did you think about people's reaction? There was a lot of people like,
because a lot of people's fucking racist, bro. You got a lot of racist rednecks, a lot of racist. Like, let's be real. Like, I forgot who I was watching. It was a radio person, and he took Bad Bunny's music and he put it into, I don't know if it was that AI shit that tells you the lyrics. I don't remember if it's the chat GPT, whatever the thing is that they took all his lyrics and to translate it to English. And it was like, whoa, 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 this shit is crazy. His lyrics is, it's mad raunchy. Da, 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 da. Like, people don't even know what he's saying. So if you get these people, who's the people that spend the most money on Super Bowl? People with money. I don't got fucking 10, 20 bands to go buy. No, I know you don't. I don't. Regular people don't. So people that got money is that spend that money to go out there to go to the Super Bowl. How many of them really understand Spanish? How many football players you have that are Spanish?
Right, but that's why people were so outraged by it, right? They were like,
of course, because it's the biggest American sport. But that's why I told you there's something else behind it. Because like I said, if we're talking about doing it here in the US, it doesn't make sense. But if you're trying to grow, how do we know they're not trying to grow the league to bring in England or bring in Canada or bring in other countries into the NFL? How you know they're not trying to grow like they did with basketball, with soccer? Let's be real. The biggest sport in the fucking planet is soccer.
Right.
You would think Bad Bunny's gonna go to the World Cup or go to like some of the Spain soccer matches, the finals over there, or you know what I mean? Like one of those, you would expect him to come out and be like, perform at a soccer match because it's Latinos. But there's a science behind it. They trying to bring that to one of the biggest markets.
Mm-hmm.
That's my whole thing is I think it's all about the views. Because I'm telling you, once they put that up, you're going to have people from all over the world watching an NFL game just to watch Bad Bunny. They could give a fuck who's playing. They just want that halftime show. I'm telling you. And those numbers are going to be so retarded that Jay-Z's going to be able to renew the contract or do whatever he wants at the number he wants. Because once you pull an event like that, you quadruple the numbers and all that. Imagine the advertisement campaign, the numbers behind that. Is Budweiser still doing? Because Budweiser always had the crazy, it was what, Budweiser, Coca-Cola, and who else always got the crazy Super Bowl shits? There's another
usually
company.
A car company, right? Like Chrysler or some shit.
Car company is a car company. They used to do the Duracell batteries back in the days. But lately, it's been more like I don't know. Budweiser's doing it. I don't remember any. Usually, Budweiser always does the
Well,
big.
they're like
It always got the
American,
big.
like, you know, when you think of America, like beer, like that's Budweiser, you know?
Budweiser or
Right.
Coors. It's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it's just like cigarettes is like the Marlboro
Right.
man. You
For
know what I
sure,
mean?
man.
You always see the cowboy with the cigarette over there, like the Marlboro man. But yeah, that's what I think, bro. To be honest with you, that's definitely what I think is it was it's a marketing campaign. That's me personally. You know what I mean? Because nobody else thinks about that. Like I had this argument so many times because I'm like, nah, bro, they don't give a fuck about the numbers here. Bro, you're gonna have Central America, South America, and Europe tuning in just to see that Bad Bunny because they couldn't make it over there. And they might not ever see them in this country. And what other channel you gonna see them? No, they tuning into that. They're gonna be tuning in across the world just to see that event.
And
I'm
the
telling you.
YouTube video alone that's going to be on the NFL page or whatever, that, you know what I mean? That shit's going to be ridiculous.
Of course, that's what I'm telling you. Like, bro, listen, my hat to him, bro. Amazing. Amazing that he could climb to that level of superstardom and break barriers. But everybody's saying, what about Shakira? She's not American. She was on that stand. She's Spanish. A lot of her songs, but the difference is she sings in English. She has songs in
She got
English.
a nice ass too, and she shake it.
This guy, bro. Bro, why we gotta go there, bro?
Well, but she don't pay her taxes though.
Yeah, they don't play that shit over there in Europe, Spain. They don't play that shit, bro. That shit over there is crazy, bro. It's crazy over there.